Good evening, everybody. My name is 12 Gauge. Welcome to my channel. Tonight I was going to go live, but when I got ready to do it, I wasn't feeling all that great. If you're a new subscriber, thank you for being here. Thank you for giving my channel a chance. And if you've been here before, thank you so much for continuing to grace my channel with your greatness. You know, um, when I first started this channel, this is how I used to do my videos. I used to do them, record them, and then upload them. And I always thought, man, I can't wait till I go live. But the truth of the matter is this is probably the best way to do videos. That way you have just you, your thoughts, and the clarity to be able to speak as you will without being sidetracked by other people in the chat. Not that I don't enjoy it, but sometimes it just becomes too much. And just like the title says, doing time with the 12, to accept or deny, small mind decide. There's many things going on in true crime that just don't make sense right now to me, but I take it with a grain of salt. I take it with a grain of salt, and it seems like if you venture out on your own or you quit talking about certain things, people shun you because you're no longer a part of that clique, which to me that makes no mind to me. I take nothing with that because if you've listened to any of my stuff, you understand that I've had to work twice as hard, more than other people, to get certain things in my life, and most of the time I don't fit in. I don't run with the crowds. I go against the grain, and most of the time success does happen to me. It just takes a little while. So I'm not ever worried about, is this what I'm saying popular, or is it controversial, or is it even entertaining? I just speak in honest tones, and that gives me the ability to hold my head up high and stand my ground on what my beliefs are rather than trying to fit in to the status quo or to shuffle around my thoughts and repeat the same thing over and over and over and over to try to convince other people because I've yet to convince myself of the story. You ever met somebody who you asked them a question and you could tell that they were lying to you, but they continued to spit out the story and even jump back and reiterate to try to get you to believe them? And then you found out later on that they were lying. That's what I see a lot of things in the YouTube streets. I see a lot of creators like this. But who am I to judge? Just because I see it doesn't mean I'm judging. I just know the difference I just know when to keep my distance, when to be cordial, and when to keep moving. I've done quite a few cases since I've been back. I've talked on the Noah Press Grove case. I talked on the Ellen Greenberg case. I talked on the Mo Wilson case. I even talked on that Idaho 4 case, the last one, finally. Not because I don't have interest in that case. I just feel that for me, that case has reached its end as far as evidence or any kind of implications or anything like that, because I was never discussing that case trying to find flaws in the investigation. I was commenting on that case to find understanding, to find patterns, to find profiles, those things, not to find flaws or to find guilt or innocence, just like in these other cases. Not trying to find guilt or innocence, just trying to find understanding, trying to find how it happened, the thought process behind the crime. But that's just me. I did a class earlier with some juveniles, and we were discussing drinking and driving. And we were discussing this case where this individual named Jackie was almost burned alive while her other two friends were killed instantly by a drunk driver who was 18 years old. And I was looking at the juvenile to see if they had um, any kind of understanding of the situation, or if they even could put themselves in that position. And you know what I saw? I saw them making fun of that girl that was burned with no eyelids, no eyebrows, no ears. She had her hands amputated and had to have reconstructive surgery. And they were not even focusing on what I was trying to show them. Was not even about the drunk driver. I was talking about the outcome of drinking and driving and how severe it is to other people. I believe as a society we've gotten desensitized to violence. We see violence, we hear about it. It's almost like we want to see it. We want to hear about more. We want to take the most violent route or interject the most movie-esque scenarios we can find to try to find understanding. And when it comes to serial killers or even killers or murderers, abductors or missing kids, sometimes the simplest solution is the right solution. I don't know how online people get to spread so much lies and defamation of character, all in the name of saying, I'm doing this for fair use. I'm doing this with my own opinion. But just because it's your own opinion does not make it less character assassination. When you're calling out certain people, when you're putting labels, when you're speculating that this happened and that happened, and you're letting your chat run rampant with dialogue on their speculations. I just don't understand how we got to a point in our society where we side with the killer while we blame the victim. We make the victim's lives less and we elevate the killer's value, which lessens the accountability. No matter if it is stating innocent before proven guilty, you're elevating their value above the people they killed or suspected of killing. And I believe they would have probably done that with Bundy, Gacy, Dahmer, Ramirez, Guillen, all those. They probably would have done the same thing if the internet was around. Because there's an infatuation of these individuals that do something that supposedly nobody else in society can do, which is not true. We all have the propensity to have that kind of mindset. Many of us have a conscience, though. Many of us don't act on our urges. We're able to suppress them and not go out and hurt people just to hurt people. But I'm talking to myself right now, which is pretty much what I'd be doing in a live, anyways. Like I told people, if I walked away from YouTube tomorrow, I could say I was a success to myself because I never thought that I would have the subscribers that I do. I never thought I'd have the interaction that I do with certain people that I've met. And I never thought that I'd be able to reach certain people that I've been able to reach. But you know what I've noticed is these YouTube streets are not about reality, it's about an escape. It's about an escape to be able to take your mind anywhere but reality. It's a way for you to get out of your normal living for a while and go listen to somebody who makes you feel good, who agrees with you, who doesn't challenge you, who isn't abusive to you, who actually listens to your thoughts rather than acting like you're not around. And I believe that everybody who's in these chat rooms is looking for something outside of wherever they are for whatever reason. And the creators as well, they're looking for something that they can't find within themselves. Sometimes they need dignity, sometimes they need integrity, sometimes they need honesty, sometimes they need the ability to be humbled. And instead, they look at that within their chat, within their subs. If somebody were to come up to me and ask me if I would recommend they start their own channel or even get on YouTube, I'd say no. I'd tell them just to go on another platform or just to upload videos to Facebook or something. Because I've gotten everything from threatening emails to people trying to dox me to people claiming they know who I am, even trying to follow me on social media, even though they don't know me like that. It's a little intense that somebody would want to know you like that as if you're their best friend or something. But like I said, sometimes people they look at these live streams, they look at the YouTube world as being an extension of their reality. And most people are lonely. Most people are looking for somebody who understands them. And there's nothing wrong with that. But sometimes people take it too far. Because the more that you feed a lie and you don't call people out on their inability to be correct, that's why you have so much chaos because people don't want to be wrong. They don't want somebody to tell them, hey, that theory is not correct. There's no way that could happen. Even the creators, I've been in some channels where I've voiced my opinions and challenged the thought, especially when these creators have said, oh, everybody, give me your opinion and blah, blah, blah. What they should have been saying is, give me your opinion as long as it matches what I think or believe. Anything outside of that, I'm going to act like you're the enemy, which is interesting to me. I posted something a while ago that said, stay away from small people. Keep away from people who try to belittle your ambition. Small people always do that, but the really great ones make you feel that you too can become great. You know how that happens? That happens whenever you lessen your expectation on people. There's been a couple tragedies today. One was that Matthew Perry was murdered, and the other was the lead singer for Great White passed away. But we have tragedies every day. And I believe that, as we go around in this world, people act like we have forever. Like everything we do and everything we say lack consequence. But it doesn't. So somebody who's looking up to you continues to see how you act and how you talk and how you interact with others, and you continue the cycle. But you can change that. You wonder why there's a full moon rotating behind my box right here. It's because on Monday there will be a full moon. So people start acting a little shady 3 days before and 3 days after, especially if they have chemical imbalances. So be watching your favorite streamers these next 3 days. Are they going to be shorter with their tempers? Are they going to be anxious? Are they going to be manic? Are they going to act out of the ordinary toward their subs? And then watch them at the full moon and then after the full moon. You learn a lot by listening to people. Sometimes, if you really listen to what they say rather than falling for the magician tricks that many try to get you to see, you would understand the truth about some of these cases. And on some of them, we have very limited facts. But if you're really into true crime, it's not about putting in your own facts to try to dictate the case. It's about understanding the case on the evidence that you do have, trying to solve it for yourself with the evidence you have. Not punching holes in the evidence, not calling police corruption, not any of that. But anyways, I just thought I'd hop on here for a couple minutes and kind of say hello to everybody and let you guys know that I'm not feeling 100%. And I've been feeling kind of sick all week, so I don't know if I have COVID or not. Haven't been tested. But hopefully this ends soon because it sucks. It's annoying. But this too shall pass. Until we speak again, y'all have an awesome night, and I'll talk to you soon. Let me play some music on the way out. Hit the like button if you enjoyed this. And hit the dislike button if you didn't.